All right, YouTube, it is Monday. I don't know what day it is. It's in August. It's hot. In the space next door to the new space, getting that set up. This space here is just going to be building space. No tool storage, no boat tool storage. That is over there. I'll keep all the tools over there, and this over here will be assembly. So today, inside here, same space, same size space, just a lot cleaner, a lot cleaner. So today I figured I got some extra plywood left over from when I did the benches. So I'm going to make a table for the clamp, the Dimpler there. So everything lays flush. And I'm just gonna take the scraps and see what I can come up with. So stay tuned. And like always, this plane definitely is not going to build itself, but today we're going to be building benches, and it's hotter than heck. They don't have the AC turned on in the space yet because I just moved in here today, so it is warm. So I'll have the fan on, but I'll just kind of show you. I'm just going to play by ear, kind of show you what I'm doing as I go along. So like always, be well and stay tuned for more. All right, there you go, YouTube. There is the tables. Just used the scrap from the benches that I built yesterday. Didn't have to go out and get anything extra or anything like that. Very, 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 very simple. I can't tell you, keep it simple. These tables aren't cabinets. They're not going in the kitchen. They're not bright work. They're not going on a boat or anything like that. Just it's a matter of just slapping some wood together, right? So I just did it very, very simple. Used some construction adhesive, kind of made an H frame. So I cut out of the 3/4 inch. These are 60 inches, I think, tall. Take your measurements. I just laid it up there and just measured that way, and just did a very simple H frame, using the glue as actually the strong part. I didn't even do dowels or anything like, or dado joints or anything. Didn't do anything crazy, you know, just using the glue, the adhesive. And I highly recommend a good glue. You can get this at a box store. We use it quite a bit on the boat building and everything. It works great for that. They do have an exterior if you're going to go outside that we use, but this is what we use. And you know, the strength from the joint comes from the glue. So all of the tacking here is just to kind of hold it together until the glue sets up. But very, very, very simple. I didn't want to overbuild it because I didn't want it to be heavy. I wanted it to be light so I can just move it into place. And there you go, done. I do have an edge here in the corner, and it was because of my saw ran out. I just have to take a little sander and kind of nip that down. But my track saw, my Makita, ran out of battery right in the middle of the cut. And so to get it to line back up and everything, it kind of made a little uneven, but I'll just take a little belt sander that and then knock that edge down. But to be honest with you, it really doesn't matter. Because I used the type of plywood that I used here, I don't know if I'm gonna carpet it with shag. They tell you to keep it from scratching, but to be honest with you, this plywood has a grade A finish on the front. It's cabinet style. So like I said, it was just what was left over from the bench when I built the benches yesterday, so I didn't have to go out and buy new material. But there you go. So I've got two working tables that now when I'm working on flats, i.e. those guys, because I've got some more to do, you know, so these will be nice to have, and I won't be having to mess with it and stuff, trying to hold it in alignment. So there you go. I think that's enough for today. I'm going to call it a day. I will get in here probably tomorrow and get working. I got a lot of sawdust, so I got to do some cleaning, put my tools up. Like I said, this shop here, I'm not storing any tools or anything in here. This is just a build-up shop. I'm going to use this just to do the builds and the part builds and stuff, and all the tools. I got a lot of tools because of boat building and stuff. It's still going to stay in the other shop next door, the other space. Still, I want to talk to you guys. Actually, let me Well, I'll just yeah. Let me stop this and I'll flip it around here. All right, let me see if I can do this. I don't have my selfie stick with me. So I've been asked the cost of two storage bays versus renting a hangar. Well, actually, renting the hangar is cheaper, believe it or not, than doing the two storage bays. However, two storage bays is cheaper than renting an office space or building construction space. And let me tell you why. You know, a lot of times, and you learn this, this is from business. You learn, you know, when we look at cost, we just look at, well, your rent, that's your rent. There's a lot of extra costs associated with having a building or an office space. Number one, I do commercial space because I can write it off in taxes. I use these spaces not just to help me build my airplane, but I'm also using it to store my boat restoration tools and stuff. So when I do boat fiberglass repair work and everything, so it is part of the business. So number one, I write it off in taxes. Number two, when you rent an office space or even a maintenance space or bay or whatever, especially for commercial, you got to have insurance. So that's usually not factored in the cost. Plus, your electricity is usually higher because you usually, when you get an industrial space, you get you have to cover that you know, three phase. They usually run three phase to your building, so you got a higher electricity rate with that. The other thing is that, like I said, because you're renting these from like these are bays and stuff, your homeowner's insurance or your general liability insurance in a small business usually covers it. So you don't have to get insurance from that. And plus all the inspections, all that. Number two, that, you know, that's huge. Those are costs that people don't figure. You know, all those liability insurances, all of that. You know, I was able to get this space, and I pay $15 extra a month through my insurance. And I told them exactly. They know exactly what I'm doing, so don't think I'm not telling them, but they know exactly. You know, but because of the way it is, the way the building's set up and stuff, you know, it's $15 extra a month. I mean, my insurance would have been outrageous. Number one. Number two, you have all the liability with it. Now you got to have alarms. You know, the world is kind of devious people out there, right? So you got to have alarms. You got to have all that stuff when you have a commercial space. This area here is secure. They have alarms at the you know, and everything. There's video cameras everywhere. They have security. They have everything. So those are all the costs that are included in with my rent for these two bays. So when you add up all of those other costs and stuff, I'm still coming out ahead. And then on top of that, I don't have a lease. So when my hangar does get built and get ready, I don't have to worry about, you know, signing a 6-month or 1 year or 2 year or 5 year lease that I have to carry. So it's just so much easier. I don't have to worry. This is bad, but I'm going to say it. I probably shouldn't say this on YouTube. I don't have to worry about all the government entities wanting to come in and inspect my space, right? I mean, we're allowed to do this light industrial or light mechanical in this space. They don't say anything about it, and it's, you know, they know exactly what I'm doing. A lot of small businesses do this. Actually, there's a cabinet shop right down the hall for me. There's a couple small businesses that are renting out these spaces. So this is perfect. If I need to grow, I don't have to build something. I can just, like I've been doing, I just rent more space. So yeah, the cost, when you look at the cost of these bays, yeah, it you know, at first glance, it's expensive. It's comparable to renting a small mechanical building or whatever. But the thing is that when you add in all the other costs, all the other associative costs, this is by far cheaper and less expensive. And you know, it's nice, it's convenient. 24/7. It has air conditioning. I don't have to pay for air conditioning. That includes everything. Now, granted, the air conditioning is turned off when I have the doors on, but it includes electricity, it includes everything, security, everything. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. So that's how I was able to get in here. And like I said, I can expand and I can contract when I need to. So it's a win. I hate using those cliches, right? Win-win. Think out of the box. Well, what the hell does that mean? Think out of the box. I mean, my thought process isn't boxed in anyways. I never, oh yeah, put your thoughts in a box, whatever. I just, I'm not a cliche kind of guy. So that is about it. I just want to say thanks. I'm not, like I said, I spent enough time in here today getting the shelving in and stuff. You can see the big red shelf, and getting these benches moved over and stuff. And I got to spend some time now cleaning up the other space. Believe it or not, since I moved stuff out, it is in disarray. You guys saw it over the weekend when I was doing the construction. So I got to get these tools put up, get all that done. And so by that time, I just call it a day for today. And we'll get back in here tomorrow and we got priming to do. So we're going to be priming the parts, degreasing, priming, all of that stuff. So we'll get that done, getting it ready for final assembly. With that being said, I just want to say thanks. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. Keep it simple. There's a time to have complexity and, do bright finish work, all of that stuff. But, the other thing too is just you only have so many hours in a day. So pick and choose where your quality wants to be. I mean, this is going to work. I could probably, I don't know if I'm going to stand on it. But, I mean, it works. It does it. So you don't have to overdo it. No crazy cuts. They do send plans when they send you this Dimpler. No crazy 45-degree cuts, and no, I'm not building a cabinet. I'm just building a platform so that my pieces of metal, when I'm dimpling it, they don't droop over the edges and stuff. So, keep it simple, the old KISS method and stuff. But I've got some sweeping to do, and I'm sure you don't want to watch me do that. So take care, be well, make sure you leave a comment. Like I said, I don't have plans for this stuff. Just build it, just put it together. Get out there and do it. I'm sure you're smart enough. If you're watching my videos and stuff and you're thinking about building an airplane, you better be smart enough to be able to build one of these. So have a great day. Like I said, leave your comments, keep it to the airplane or the building of the airplane. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Tell your friends, other aviation people, if let them know about the site and everything. And that's about it. Be well. God bless you. And please, please be safe.